Hey guys, so this video today is gonna be about how am I doing so far in my career. A very late video. I would like to sincerely apologize. It's just like I was trying to get the right moment, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I recorded this this is my third time. This is my third time recording this video. So I'm gonna put a little clippets of the old ones in here, but I'm gonna talk about my Colorado to Florida transition, what I did in Colorado and what I'm doing here in Florida. And I'm gonna kind of talk about why I do what I do, as well as the dawning question that people may want to ask but are not asking is, why do I move around so much so frequently? So let's get right into this video, and trust me, you're gonna be laughing probably almost the whole time, not just in certain parts, but stay tuned.
Let's get it on, let's get it on. The road a fi burn, no come make we take it on. Me and the squad up in the club.
What are we doing? We are in a 55. Come on, like, can we go? Can we drive? Can we drive? We still not driving. We driving 40 now in a 55. Come on, man. So you guys, I can't deal with people on the road. It's like Florida people really can't drive. In Colorado with the federal government, it was all good, man. Colorado though, hiking is ridiculous. All right, passing this. Like the elevation there, like, man, I felt like I was gonna pass, well, not pass out, but I really felt exhausted hiking out there. But my job out there entailed doing goshawk survey calls in various units, checking on historic nests to see if any of the goshawks came back to the nest to breed this year. Also did a little bit of some bat work, since I don't have a rabies shot, or I'm not certified. Well, I think you have to have a certification to deal with bats and stuff. Since I didn't have any of that, I was pretty much just helping where I can help, and it was pretty cool. It was kind of a bust because they weren't the kind of bats that they were trying to track. So yeah, but it was interesting. At the end, I did a fish reclamation project. I know a lot of people might be against, killing fish or killing anything, but this fish reclamation project was to reintroduce the Colorado state fish into this section of a river stream. So I was able to help on that project for this year. A lot of projects, research and projects like this can take years. That was Colorado, and I hope nobody thought that I drove all the way from Colorado straight to Florida to accept my new job on Corkscrew. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You're in the middle of the road. You're in the middle of the road. You're from Kentucky, man. Oh, see? Already, people just messing up on the road. This is crazy. All right, but back to what I was saying. So I drove from Colorado Colorado to Texas and stayed there for a little while, and then came down to Naples, Florida to accept my job on Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. And really love this job. Like, I'm about to be on my last week here, and that's why I feel like I should have did this video a long time ago. I was a conservation intern, or I am. And I dealt with land management and research. So so I was 60% land management and 40% research. So I was pretty much out in the field like almost all the time. There was barely a day that I got to sit down in an office or anything like that, which I kind of like, but all at the same time it's like, you know, once you get used to a certain way and you have to change when you go into the private sector, it's just like you really learn some things. Like, I'm used to doing 410s, and here I had to do 5/8s, and I'm not used to working like that. So I'm used to having longer weekends, so I'm able to regenerate. And since I was doing a lot of outdoor work and so forth, it was, you know, I don't feel like I was really regenerating, but I absolutely loved my job here. I was able to do so much. I've learned so much. I was able to get on some prescribed burns, which was awesome to get that kind of experience, because in the private sector, there's not a lot of restrictions on you, which is awesome. But also the private sector, like this internship doesn't give me holiday pay. So if I want to take off a holiday, I would just have to not get paid or have accumulated comp time ahead of time, which was kind of sad because, you know, once again, I was used to getting treated a certain way. So to change up, it was just like, oh wow, like now I'm really experienced like the different types of workforces that is out there for me. So under land management, pretty much I treat invasives with herbicides. So pretty much underneath land management, I treat invasives, and so pretty much on the land management side, I treat invasives, and on the research side, I go out and do fish sampling, which is really cool. You know, I go out in the swamp, you know, getting all wet and stuff. And I was actually able to get a little bit of some training of how to pretty much capture a python, which is a big invasive issue in Florida. So that was pretty awesome. I was able to do butterfly surveys, bird counts, like wading birds surveys every now and then. I got to do a herp survey. I learned how to drive a buggy. I'm about to get to learn how to drive a tractor really soon. It's just crazy how much I am learning here. So I do this because I absolutely love wildlife, all types of animals and so forth. And I am telling you, like, there's not a lot of open space for these animals to really thrive and succeed. That's why a lot of wildlife are ending up in urban areas, because, you know, we're pretty much building a lot. Like, we're building a ton. And so these raccoons, you know, everything that everybody thinks it's such a nuisance starts to encroach on kind of like where you live. But it's only because, you know, we're taking up so much space, we're not leaving really much anything for them. So I do this because I want to be able to help these wild animals, you know, like the endangered ones, the threatened ones. I want to be able to help them directly and indirectly in any way possible. So, you know, because people don't really, you know, think about, you know, what else is out there. And I'm the type of person that I like to be like, oh wow, this is happening to these animals, and I actually want to get in there and help them hands-on. You know, some people would throw money, great, perfect, funds research, funds projects to help these animals. I'm like, let me get my hands dirty. That's the type of person I am. Just put me in the swamp, let me sift through some soil, you know, something. I like to get my hands dirty, work with these animals and so forth. I absolutely love what I do. I do consider myself a wildlife conservation, so it basically gives every aspect of anything wildlife. If I'm helping improve wildlife habitat through land management, if I'm doing research to see what kind of food is available to these animals, you know, I'm pretty much just out there working. The question that people ask but don't seem to want to ask is, why do I move so much, like move around from state to state? And I'm gonna tell you guys, to be honest, that's just what I have to do. I mean, a lot of people out here, you know, they're like, oh, we just want you to, we want to see stability. Like, you get this one job and you keep that job for this X amount of years or so forth. When it comes to my field, no, that's not exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for variety. Like, you got experience in Colorado, bet. Okay, you got experience in California, bet. You're coming in with a supply of a handful of experience from statewide. So it's just like, oh, you can bring in something that you learned from that other place here, and we want to hear from you. We want to see how we can like improve this. They want to hear what we have to say sometimes, you know, how we can better something. And in my field, it's like, yeah, you better want to hop around. You better want to hop around. No joke. We're going from here to there. Travel, drive, fly. Most of the times you gotta drive because they require you to have a personal car, but you gotta be willing to move to get where you want to be in life. It is very important for me to be willing to go almost anywhere and apply almost everywhere. I've gotten to the point where I kind of want to minimize my zone, because honestly, you know, you go to these different places and you learn so much. You learn that you don't mind the desert, but to hell, you freaking miss some you freaking miss grass. And you go to Colorado or to Missouri, you're like, oh my god, the colors, the fall colors are amazing, but you do not like how cold it is and how boring Missouri is. And you'd be like, okay, Colorado, no to that weather at all. No, not me in that weather. Too hilly. Oh my god, like, you just realize so much that the kind of environment that you necessarily don't want to be in. So I pretty much minimize like where I want to be. I want to stay more southern, like Florida, Georgia, iffy about Alabama because I was already there for 4 years for college. But hey, wherever I feel comfortable is where I want to be. So yeah, that's a little update about my career, and I hope you guys got a little something about Ayana's road rage. But yeah, you guys stay tuned for my next video, and because your girl is going to Atlanta Carnival and then St. Lucia, but I'm also in the process of looking for a new internship. So even though I say I'm going, and I am going, I just don't know how long yet. But stay tuned for my carnival videos and pretty much another update on Ayana's wildlife adventures. Alright guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, this is Crucian Biscus here, because I am a beautiful hibiscus when it comes to almost everything. So I will talk to you guys soon. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't be doing that. See you guys. Alright guys, so I'm in my car and I am about to start it and get on the road. So I'm gonna just set the camera up right quick and it will get into the business. You know, y'all gonna be all up in my sauce today. I'm gonna redo everything I said. It's not gonna be the same. That one was dope. No, it's not gonna be so dope. Because once you have to repeat yourself so many times, it's crazy. But I'm here. I'm about to make this turn. Let me make this turn. Alright. So today we're gonna be talking about me. You already knew that, but let me take this down. You know, I'm a nasty chewer. Like,
I'm a badass woman. What's wrong with